Welcome back. We're in conversation with Parth Jindal. What's happening in the cement space? What are your targets here? What are you eyeing? Are there any assets up for sales that you're looking at? The overall picture.
Yeah, I think we are in a silent period now because we are about to file for our IPO.
IPO.
We're about to file our DRHP, so I won't be able to make comments on it. But our target is that we want to go from 20 million tons, which we are today, to 60 million tons over the next 5 years. And we have secured enough limestone mines through the auction process to grow organically.
Right.
At the same time, we're continuously evaluating inorganic opportunities. With regards to what's happening in the industry, I think last year the industry grew at a very robust pace. This year, after budget, which happened a few days ago, we're very confident that infrastructure spending is only going to accelerate. What we saw in the first 4 months of the year was that due to the elections, due to the impasse because of the budget, and due to the change in government, very little infrastructure spending has happened. So year on year, if you look in the first 4 months, infra spending is down 14%. But if you look at Government of India's target for FY25, it's to grow 17%. That means in the next 8 months, the government has to grow 35% year on year, which is staggering, right? And then if you look at some of our facilities, we have a good presence in Andhra Pradesh, we have good presence in the east, and with the added impetus on Andhra Pradesh and Bihar from the government, we are very excited about the infra spending that's going to happen. So I think we should see the industry grow between 8 to 10% on the volume front this year. So that means an incremental, 30 to 40 million tons of incremental demand should come online. There is a jostle for market share. You have a very aggressive number 2, a very aggressive number 1, very aggressive number 3, very aggressive number 4. Everyone is...
It's like the Olympics, right? It's a margin of errors.
Yeah, everyone is not wanting to lose an inch.
So what's your right to win here?
I think for us, our right to win is the fact that we have a lot of synergies with the group. The waste product that comes out of the blast furnaces goes straight into making cement. The waste product that comes out of the thermal power plants, the fly ash, goes directly into making cement. Due to our ports and port infrastructure, we have a very big advantage on the logistics cost. So we will always remain a very low-cost producer of cement, and that's how we want to grow. We're also the greenest cement available in the world. And I think as the ESG factor increases for real estate players and for EPC players, they will start moving and preferring greener products. So I genuinely believe that if you don't get to 60 million tons by the end of this decade, you will not be relevant in the market. You will be a small player. Because I believe that the market will be close to consumption will be close to 600 to 650 million tons by the end of the decade. And in order to at least have a 10% share, you have to be a 60 million ton player. And that's what we're focusing on. Obviously, once we have some dry powder after the IPO, then we can look at some
When is the IPO likely to be?
We're going to file very imminently, and we hope that, definitely within this financial year, we would be going public.
And what's the money that you're looking to raise?
I'm not able to disclose that because all the regulations.
Let's talk about the automotive space as well right now. I mean, MG Motors, everyone's looking at what your plan is out here as well. What are the targets? I mean, this also comes just before Hyundai is likely to file for its IPO in the second half of this year. So a lot happening in the auto space. You have large players, again, similar to what you're doing in the paints business, similar to what you're doing in the cements business. What's the plan here?
No, I think MG, JSW MG Motors is a long way away from an IPO.
I'm not asking about the IPO.
But I'm saying the plan is, if you look at the EV space, today MG is the second largest player in the EV space with only 2 products. We have the ZS EV and the Comet. And we have about a 26 to 30% market share in the electric vehicle space. Going forward, we're going to be launching new models. I think because of the impasse of, because of Galwan and what happened between India and China, and because the company was owned by the Chinese 100%, there were a lot of approvals and permissions that the company was not getting. And as a result, the company was not able to bring in any investment into India, and hence no new models was actually launched by MG other than the Comet, which is a very niche two-door product.
So how
for the
many
last
new
5
products
years.
in the next couple of years?
So we plan on bringing our first new product by Diwali this year, and then every 3 to 4 months we plan on bringing a new model. So next year we're targeting at least 4 new launches, and then going forward we plan on bringing in new models.
You have an aspirational market share target here?
So we believe that the Indian auto market by the end of the decade would be about 10 million passenger vehicles, from today about 4 million, and we would like to have a 10% market share.
Final question then. We're here at Paris 2024, LA 2028. Of course, there will be cricket, etc. as well. By then, I'm sure there would be a couple of more listed companies from the JSW Group as well. So from where we are right now to when we talk just before LA 2028, what do you think the group will be looking like in terms of revenue, listed companies, and the targets that you have? Olympics to Olympics. Let's talk about that. We speak quarter to quarter. Let's talk Olympics to Olympics.
That's what we tell our donors, that when you donate to IIS, you judge us over a 4-year period. So I think, see, if you look at JSW Group today, we have 3 listed entities,
yes,
a combined market cap of about 50 billion, and we have a group turnover of about 24 billion
yes,
today. Over the next 4 years, we anticipate that another 3 companies of ours would go public: JSW Cement, JSW One Platforms, and JSW Paints.
Okay.
These are the 3 companies, and maybe MG as well.
Okay.
So that's on. So between Paint and MG, I'm sure one of them will go public by then. In terms of revenues, I think we are looking at growing at a 13 to 15% CAGR, dollar CAGR.
Yes.
So we would like to be double of the turnover that we are today. So we would like to be a $50 billion turnover group. Market cap, I think the markets will decide. There are very different views on multiples and valuations, but I hope we can cross the $100 billion mark. That would be a great achievement.
All right, incredible. Thank you so much. This has been a pleasure.
You.
I won't leave you without a promise of joining us just before the IPL, and then we speak about the Delhi Capitals strategy as well.
Sure.
I'll put on my Mumbai Indians hat that time.
Lovely.
Thank you.
Look forward. Thank you.
That was Parth Jindal. Thank you for watching.